Hello, Katie here from Katie's World. I thought today I would give you a little sneak peek into a new project I'm working on for a page kit, and I thought I'd walk you through kind of how I piece the characters together. Now, I like to use the Art Glitter brand Designer Dries Clear for my glue, and you see all the little pieces here. It can be a little overwhelming on some of these characters. So how I like to tackle it is I will start with the outside edges. So I look at something that's definitely distinct as to where it's going to go. So I'm just going to grab this here. I don't glue down right away. So I just kind of lay out a few of the pieces here and see how that's going to look. There we go. I just kind of want to get a feel for it before I start gluing. I want to be confident that I know where it's going to go, because this glue, once it's down, it is down. Okay, now see, I have this piece left over, so I realize this is going to have to go underneath. Okay, so I'm going to start with the pumpkin. That looks like maybe to be the easiest one. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of glue here. I don't want to squeeze too much because I don't want a lot of excess glue coming out. But it does dry clear, so it's okay if it does. And I like to either use my nail, or you can use your little pin. You see any glue oozing out. This glue dries pretty quickly, which is one of the things I love about it. So I'm just centering that on there. And because it's liquid glue, you do have a little wiggle room, but it does dry quickly, so I still have to work fairly quickly. Okay, so let's see, maybe we can move on to her bow. I'm going to do this one next because I'm not 100% about how her face is going to lay down. Okay, let's see. Okay, here's another big piece. I like to look for the big pieces. Let's start with the big pieces and see where we can fit them in. looks about perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and set that one down. Now I am looking at a picture I printed out of what she's supposed to look like off camera. I have a picture here off camera, but you will have a picture in your kit, of course, to refer to as you're putting yours together. But feel free to play this video as many times as you need and put her together with me. Okay, that looks like her shoe, so I'm gonna guess that goes about there. That looks right. Okay, I'm looking for her other shoe. Perfect. Okay, this looks fancy. Let's see, where might this one be? Oh, I think that's the top of her skirt. Aha! That looks good. If you have any questions, feel free to leave comments below, and I will do my best to answer them as quickly as possible. And I hope this video is helpful. Okay, let's see this one. Now this is a tip too. Some of the pieces are going to be smooth paper and others are going to be textured. The way I put my characters together is I just base it on color. So if I happen to find a color I like in smoother texture, I don't pay much attention to that as much as I do as the color. But if it's textured, that is a very helpful thing, because then you know immediately you have it right side up when you see that texture there. So now I know that it's right side up. I just have to see where it goes, and I'm going to assume it goes right there. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that one down. This is probably going to help me in gluing her face in as well. Okay, so I'm going to find the other side to her cape. Must be this one. Yep. Okay, let me see. Maybe I'll work on her hands next. I'm still not sure about the face, so I'm going to move on to her hands, her fingers, because there's more shape on the outside. With that looks good. trying to center it the best I can to have even black outline around. And if it's not perfect, it's okay. Just do your best. Remember, it's handmade and it's gonna look beautiful when you're done. This is the tricky part. I think it's this one. Oh, that looks good. Okay. So I always want to set it down first, make sure I do have the correct piece, and that it's right side up before adding the glue, just in case. Okay, it's looking good. Oops. I don't know, it's kind of big. That doesn't look right. Might be here. Oh, I'm starting to see it. Okay. These are her eyes. I'm going to leave these at the top. Okay, this must be... No, it's not. Okay, I think this goes... Try to get it under my nail there. Now, tweezers is a great thing to have, and I never, honestly, I never think of using tweezers. I always just use my nails. But tweezers would be most helpful. Ah, okay. Here it is. All right, so I'm going to start gluing her hand together. Now it looks like time might run out on my camera, so I apologize if it runs out before I'm done, which probably with all these little pieces. Did I just do it on the wrong side? Oh no. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, I'm rubbing it off real quick. Hopefully it'll be okay. So I might have to do a part 2 video. Just a little warning in case my camera runs out of room before I finish. I don't know which one to do next. I think I'll just do this one. Beautiful. I'm going to do the handles next, just because that looks pretty easy. I like to get the easy stuff done first, just because having so many pieces, it can be overwhelming, and the more you get glued on that you know exactly where it goes, the less overwhelming your pile of pieces becomes. this is easy because this one's textured, so I know I need to put glue on the smooth side. Apologize if my hand gets in the way. I'm trying to make it so you can see the best I can. Okay, let's see. What should we do next? Maybe the straps on her shoes. Now this is smooth paper on both sides, so I gotta make sure that I do it the right way. Okay, thinking. Looks like it's this way. There's no real guideline for this, so that looks about right. Maybe like this. Oh. Something like that. All right. My time will be running out in about a minute here. So what I'm going to do is have to stop and make some more room on my phone. I have a lot of pictures on there, so I'll have to delete some more pictures. Okay. All right, well, I'm going to stop right there. And I'll do a part 2 video and finish her up. Oh, I still don't have that on yet. Okay. See you in video 2.